Hey guys, welcome back to small F1 2018 and part 19 of our McLaren Career Mode in Season 2. Today we have the Mexican Grand Prix, the third last race of the season. It's going to be an intense one. Once again we're through to Q3, looking pretty good. The pace is excellent in the car. We've already lost both Ferraris. They went in Q1. One of the Mercedes in Valtteri Bottas. Both Red Bulls are through for the first time in a while. Both Force Indias are through as well, and both Renaults. So this is going to be an intense session. Let's see how we do. Well guys, you join me as we go through the final corner. Here we come, up to the line. We got the traction down, and here we go. Oh well. We're only third and we've lost one of the gears apparently. This is not good. I didn't realise the gearbox was that warm, but 74%. Goodness me. Are we in trouble here? Well, here we are starting our final lap then, hoping that the car holds itself together for this one lap. I mean, already we're half a tenth down here. This isn't good. It's Daniel Ricciardo currently on pole position, which is a little bit of a shock, you might say. We brake nicely down the first turn. We go through the first section pretty nicely, already 4 tenths up on what we did last time out. Let's see how we're going to do through the first sector. Pretty good, purple in that first sector. 298 up on Daniel Ricciardo's first sector time. Now, coming through the second sector, a little bit wide there, but we're okay. We brake nicely down into the S's, where this car is pretty mighty. A little bit of a corner cut there, but I think we're okay. We're 1.2 seconds up on our time at the moment. This is pretty insane. Perez goes quickest for now. He's on pole with a 1:14.8. What are we going to do though? This is going to be a mighty lap. This might even be in the 13s. We come through, and I think it is.
Fantastic.
Yes! Pole position for the Mexican Grand Prix with a wounded car. Boy, we needed that.
But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, who are the captain, Perez, and Daniel Ricciardo. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
I just can't believe that. You know, that time is a good 6, 7, 8 tenths quicker than what we've done this weekend. Alonso's done a 14.2, so, you know, he hasn't delivered in qualifying. Perez is second. This is just crazy. Hamilton in fourth. If we go on and win this race, it could be an incredible achievement for us, and we could be leading the championship at the end of it. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. This is absolutely crazy. We'll compose ourselves, we'll listen to David Croft and Anthony Davidson, and then we'll get into this 2019 Mexican Grand Prix.
The air may be thin here in Mexico City. The atmosphere is anything but. The crowd have been chanting and singing, not just this afternoon, but throughout the entire weekend. There's a great love for Formula One here, and no small amount of expectation. Let's hope today's Grand Prix can meet it. At 2,285 metres above sea level, the thin air of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez poses a unique challenge, not just to a driver's skill, but to the efficiency of their engines as well. 17 corners make up a lap of this 2.6-mile circuit, and you can expect incredible speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and overtaking too into the hard braking zones of turns 1 and turn 4. So before the off, Let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. The captain lines up on pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Hamilton, Max Verstappen and Ocon, Hülkenberg, Stroll, Grosjean and Valtteri Bottas. Sirotkin, Alonso. They've taken a grid penalty. Marcus Ericsson and Vettel, Leclerc, Raikkonen, Pierre Gasly and Kevin Magnussen. Hartley and Carlos Sainz starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Just 3 races left. You can still win the driver's title, but you need a strong performance. Come on, let's give it our best shot.
Well, here we are down on the track then. Absolutely crazy how Alonso has took another grid penalty. But, you know, it's one of them things, and, you know, we'll see if he scores points today.
Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
You know, he's been absolutely terrible recently. You know, considering he was ahead of us in the championship when we restarted this series a few weeks ago back in France, and you know, he's just not been good recently. He had such a consistent start of the season, along with myself, constantly scoring points for the team, and you know, that's why we're in such a strong championship position, because when we didn't have the pace in the car, we were getting good points. But you know, he's just not bringing in points anymore while we're battling for the championship, and it's a big shame, because his pace all weekend is good until Q3 and the race. You know, practice sessions, he's more often than not the quickest. Q1 and Q2 he's well up there. Q3 just seems to not be able to put the lap in. We need to move everything up. There we go. Just about did it in time. So here we come. Around the final corner, the stadium section, soaking in this atmosphere. But that we know they're going to be cheering on the guy that's sat next to us on the front row. A brilliant performance from Force India's Sergio Perez, who won somewhere either, can't remember, Russia I think it was, so not too long ago he won a race, and you know, I wouldn't put it past him winning today. I'm not sure we're going to manage to outdrag him. You know, we've got severe reliability problems, and I don't see us winning this Grand Prix. But if we can get through with some good points, it sets us up well for the finales. Lights out, away we go here in Mexico. It's actually a decent start from us, but we're just going to get outdragged by everybody going into the first turn. Sergio Perez is going to be leading, but look at us, we're just plummeting because we just do not have the power, and Stroll locks up into the first turn. We're down to 11th and lose a little bit of our front wing, but we should be okay with that amount of damage. Well, we're back past Grosjean and up into 9th place at the end of this first lap, but this has been an absolutely terrible start. It's because we just simply don't have the straight line speed anymore, because if you look at our engine, it's absolutely shot. The ICE 77%. We might be looking at a failure in this race if we're not careful. And Grosjean just sails past. We're just going to have to be uber aggressive.
Great maneuver. You made it look easy.
Well, look at this, we're right behind Bottas.
On the internal combustion engine. Let's try and keep the revs down. Early upshifts, later downshifts.
So we're through on Bottas now. Can't be taking any prisoners really. Hulkenberg is next. Perez leading the way still in this Grand Prix. Well, we're having a look at Hulkenberg, our teammate from F1 2017, sorry. Getting ahead of myself there. But I think he's going to probably just glance back past us. Look how quickly he's caught up. DRS wide open from us as well, but here comes Bottas. Well, Bottas locks up, but we're okay. Stroll and Verstappen going side by side here. Verstappen gonna have a look around the outside. Oh, they touch. This is just helping us out.
Strategy option.
So Verstappen still can't make it through. We barge our way down the inside. This is no taking prisoners driving. Well, we're going to come into the pits. We're in. Undercut it's going to be, hopefully. Not the start we wanted, not the race we wanted, to be honest. We're away in 2 seconds, so that's a good pit stop. We're going to be in. So let's go. I think this is Hamilton that we're just coming out behind, so this has worked out quite well for us, the undercut, and we are just behind Lewis now, which you know, is quite nice. Just behind him, so this has worked out reasonably well. There's a bit of traffic up ahead, so hopefully we'll catch up to them, and that'll give us an opportunity to overtake. Well, we go around the outside of Hamilton, we're through. We are through. We're still not taking any prisoners in this race. Vettel right behind Perez. I don't know if Magnussen stopped yet. No, them two are into the pits, so...
We can't sustain this level of damage.
Here comes Hamilton back, because we haven't had chance to put everything up again. So amazingly, after all that, we are in second place, just behind Checo Perez here. But we are going to really struggle to keep these guys behind. We're running out of grip in these tyres, and here comes Hamilton. Go down the inside and, well, we make contact. This is just not going to be easy for Hamilton. We are going to try absolutely everything.
19.9 seconds.
But he's got DRS, so here he comes. Hamilton through into second place. Can we come down the inside? I don't think so. We're going to give it a go though. Oh, he managed it. Just about manage it there. And look who's into third now, Ocon. This could be a Force India 1-2. Well, Ocon's through. Well, here comes Ricciardo. I don't think we're going to be able to stop him this time. We've got everything.
Okay, need some energy harvesting. Reduce ERS deployment.
I'm going to try and hold off Ocon, at least for one more lap, but I think Ricciardo is gone. So, third place is the best we can hope for now, but Perez absolutely dominating his home Grand Prix. Wonderful to see.
Okay, the car behind is catching you by 5/10 a lap.
Well, here comes Ocon, he's through. There's no way we're going to hold that off, so back down to fourth now, and Stroll has got up into fifth, so this is going to be an interesting one for the title. I'm not sure where Hamilton is. I don't know if Hamilton and Bottas are the ones behind Stroll at the moment, but Stroll definitely helping us out after lunging it up the inside of turn 1 and causing us a bit of a headache there. We're now thanking him. Well, here comes Stroll. Makes a little bit of contact with us and he locks up. So we managed to hold him off for a little bit longer, but how much longer is the question. Well, Stroll's through now. It's just about how many points we hang on to here. We're still ahead of our championship rivals just about for now. But still 2 laps to go after this. Well, Bottas is through on the final lap. We've held him off for so long, but these tyres are just giving up at this point. We're the trolley train. We are just so slow, and I don't know why.
Fuel now. The tank is empty.
But this happened last year too. When we were fighting for the title, we finished 7th here last year. 6th would be an improvement, but that's if we can hang on. I have no idea what's happened to Hamilton. I think he might have went for a 2-stopper. And he might catch up to us at this rate, because this is just horrific. I literally cannot move, but Sergio Perez has won the Mexican Grand Prix. Here comes Verstappen. And we just have nothing to fight it at this stage. Oh, well, we nearly took our front wing off there. We need to come round this final corner with a bit of oomph. We're going to finish 6th. Oh, 7th, sorry. Wow. What a terrible Grand Prix that was.
So another fantastic victory for Force India today. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres. But at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else. And that's exactly what they had today.
It's time to present the top drivers with their trophies for today's Grand Prix. And there are a lot of people in the paddock very happy with this result. It's Force India on the top step.
Well, Perez's 2nd victory of the season, and Ocon on the podium again. Absolutely unbelievable, really, what's happened there.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'll probably go for Pierre Gasly. The team did a good job with the strategy to put him in amongst the pack, but it's the driver's job to capitalise on those opportunities, and he did so with a lot of skill.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. With that result, Mercedes secure the Constructors' title. They've been truly outstanding since the very first round, of what's been a thrilling championship. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
Well, absolutely crazy. Sergio Perez wins the Mexican Grand Prix. Daniel Ricciardo finishes second. Ocon third. Lance Stroll fourth. Bottas fifth. Verstappen sixth. We finished seventh in the end. I mean, we had the fastest lap. But we just didn't have race pace. And, you know, I think Alonso down in 18th proves that. I mean, Hamilton did do the two-stopper, finished 19th in the end. That's a big blow to the championship for him. Both Ferraris outside of the points as well. Absolutely crazy, really, you have to say. But Hamilton leads the way going into the final two Grand Prix of the season. 1 point ahead of his teammate Valtteri Bottas. We're in third, 4 points behind, with Vettel in fourth, 8 points behind. It's between us four for the championship. We go into the final two races, and honestly, I'm so glad to be done with Mexico. We were terrible round there, and well, we just have to take the 6 points and move on. We've made 6 points on Hamilton somehow, and you know, we just have to take that into the next race now. But if you have enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like down below. It really does help me out, means a lot to me as well. Subscribe to the channel for regular F1 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.